Всем добрый вечер. Всем добрый вечер. Продолжаем. Подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте лайки, комментируйте, приходите на стрим, есть в телеграм-канал. Мы сейчас собрались идти к Тали. Ну, не к Тали, а Тали обвинили, что она того. Иностранный агент. Где вот этот... ретранслятор-то. Так что будем спасать, делать Тали. А вон уже мира. Кто сейчас смотрит, напишите, как качество стрима. О, 2 звезды, а планет тут нет. Странно. Ну, естественно, Тали берем и Джеки. Так. Только вроде ничего. А Тали у нас с чем? Пусть это будет.
This is Talizora Vasnima Naraya, requesting permission to dock with the Raya.
Our system has your ship flagged as Cerberus. Verify.
After time adrift among open stars, along tides of light and through shoals of dust, I will return to where I began.
Permission granted. Welcome home, Talizora.
We'd like a security and quarantine team to meet us. Our ship is not clean.
Understood. Approach exterior docking cradle 17.
Килька бок.
Captain Shepard, Talizora told me a lot about you. I wish we could be meeting under more pleasant circumstances.
Telly helped the Normandy's crew out of many difficult situations. I'm here to return the favor.
I understand. As the commander of the vessel she serves on, your voice carries weight. I wish I could do more to help Tali. The trial requires that I be officially neutral, but I'm here if you need to talk. They're charging you with bringing active Geth into the fleet as part of a secret project.
That's insane. I never brought active Geth aboard. I only sent parts and pieces.
You sent Geth materials back to the migrant fleet?
Yes, my father was working on a project. He needed the materials.
Кто-то обосрался и тебя обвинил.
It was only damaged, not permanently inactive. No, I checked everything. I was careful.
Technically, I'm under orders to place Talizora under arrest pending the hearing. So, Tali, you're confined to this ship until this trial is over.
Thank you, Captain.
Preparations got underway as soon as you arrived. The hearing's being held in the Garden Plaza.
Если что, всех перестреляем. Всего 17 миллионов.
You should speak with Admiral Ra. She's waiting for you up ahead.
I can't believe they're charging Talizora with such a thing.
If Talizora can't even get a Quarian captain to stand for her, she's as good as can be.
Схерали. Доказывать ее вину.
Talizora of us, Normandy. I am glad you came. I could delay them only so long.
Auntie Ron! Shepherd Vas Normandy, this is Admiral Shalaron Vas Tonbe. She's a friend of my father's. Wait, Ron, you called me Vas Normandy.
I'm afraid I did, Tali. The Admiralty Board moved to have you tried under that name, given your departure from the Nima.
Да, действительно, что-то такое за...
I take it being associated with the human ship is a bad sign.
They stripped me of my ship name. That's as good as declaring me exiled already.
It's not over yet, Tali. You have friends who still know you as Talizora Vas Nima. Whatever we must call you legally.
Это, блин, не вселенная, а дикарские
Does that
эти.
mean you're one of the judges?
Типа Черной
I'm
Пантеры,
afraid
блин.
not. My history with Tali and her father forced me to recuse myself.
I imagine father had to do the same.
You'll see inside, Tali. For my part, I moderate and ensure that the rules of protocol are followed, but I have no vote in the judgment.
I guess we should get started. Does Tali have a defense counselor? Someone who speaks for her side?
Indeed, she does, Captain Shepard. She is part of your crew now, recognized by Quarian law. And remember, an accused is always represented by his or her ship's captain.
So, you would actually speak for my defense?
Конечно,
I'll
конечно.
do everything in my power to help you, Tali.
Thank you, Shepard. I could not ask for a better counselor.
Our legal rules are simple. There are no legal tricks or political loopholes for you to worry about. Present the truth as best you can. It will have to be enough. Now come. I promise that I would not delay you.
Странно, что они в своем корабле ходят в защитных костюмах.
This conclave is brought to order. Blessed are the ancestors who kept us alive, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this season.
Мы их разъебем.
The accused Talizora Vas Normandy has come with her captain to defend herself against the charge of treason.
Objection! A human has no business
А ты рот
having
закрой ты.
involving such sensitive military matters.
Then you should not have declared Tali crew of the Normandy, Admiral Chorus. By right as Tali's captain, Shepard must stay.
Пиздец тебе, Корец.
Objection withdrawn.
Хер на жопу натяну.
Shepard Vas Normandy, your crew member Talizora stands accused
Буду,
of treason.
конечно.
Will you speak for her?
Давай.
I shouldn't have to. When Tali helped me stop Saren and his Geth army, her actions spoke for themselves. Without her help, none of you would be alive to put her on trial today.
Ну да.
Well said, Shepard. None of us should forget Tali's contributions to the fleet.
Tali, you're accused of bringing active guests to the migrant fleet. What say you?
Как она это
How
сделала?
could Tali have brought Geth to the fleet while serving on the Normandy?
To clarify, Shepard, Tali isn't accused of bringing back entire units, only parts that could spontaneously reactivate.
Как хер,
I
какого
would
хера
never
выключали?
send active Geth to the fleet. Everything I sent was disabled and harmless.
Then explain how Geth seized the lab ship where your father was working.
What are you talking about? What happened?
As far as we can tell, Tali, the Geth have killed everyone on the Alarai. Your father included.
What? Oh, Keela.
I thought Quarians valued family. How do you justify springing this on Tally in the middle of a damn trial?
Our apologies. Tally should have been informed.
Shepard, we have to take back the Alarai.
The safest course would be to simply destroy the ship. But if you are looking for an
Пиздец тебе,
honorable
Корос.
death instead of exile,
I'm looking for my father, you bastet!
You intend to retake the Alarai from the Geth? This proposal is extremely dangerous.
With your permission, Admirals, yes. The good of the fleet must come first. And Tally needs to find her father.
Agreed. And if you die on this worthy mission, Tally, we will see that your name is cleared of these charges.
we can discuss that later.
Then it is decided. You will attempt to retake the Alarai. You
Пойдешь.
are hereby given leave to depart the Raya. A shuttle
Да мы
will
вас
take
сейчас
you to the
всех там
secondary
едем.
docking hangar. Be safe, Tally.
На стиральной машинке
The
переделаем.
hearing will resume upon your return, or upon determination that you have been killed in action.
Что Корос смутится, я вижу, смотрю. Давно глаз на жопу не натягивали. Интересно, что у них за клешни вместо ног?
Thank you for agreeing to take back the Alarai, Shepard. The Admiral sounds sure that my father is already dead, but I don't know. We won't know anything until we get there.
А, ты
How are you
как
holding
ты?
up? They just threw a lot of fire at you, even before telling you about your father.
I knew this would be bad, but I guess you're never really prepared to be charged with treason. And my father, I don't know. He could still be alive. They don't know for certain that he's dead. I just don't know,
Детали.
Shepard, and I need to find out.
Да, кстати, будем с кем
Is there anyone
говорить?
here you want to talk to before we go?
We can talk with the admirals. It might help us to see what their viewpoints are. But I doubt we'll change anyone's mind by talking to them privately.
Ну,
Let's
погнали.
go.
Right. The sooner we get to the Alarai, the sooner we'll know what happened.
Shepard, the secondary docking hangar is through the conclave chamber where you are now. The shuttle they have...
Так.
You set me up, Shala. You told Captain Donna not to say anything? I don't hear that my father may be dead until I'm in the trial? Why?
The admirals needed to hear the shock in your voice, Tali. Otherwise, they might
Ну, в
not
общем-то,
have let
логично.
you try to retake the Alarai. That is your best chance at recovering evidence that can exonerate you. I am sorry. We cannot afford sensitivity, Tali.
Ну, в общем-то, не сильно и далеко зашли.
Are the judges that set on finding her guilty?
Anything involving the Geth is a live wire, Shepard. But there is still hope. And Girls greatly respects both you and Tali Zora for stopping Saren. Admiral Koresh sees the whole thing as a war crime and wants to convict. I have no idea what Admiral Zen wants. You should get to the Alarai soon. Is there anything else I can tell you?
Да, кстати.
What can you tell us about the Alarai?
Not much, I'm afraid. Real Zora only said that he was researching new defense technology.
He told me only that he needed any Geth parts or pieces I found. I assumed
скорее
he
он
was
собрался,
testing
пытался
weapons on
это.
Geth components.
We knew nothing until the Alarai sent a distress signal, then went dead. We didn't even know about the Geth until a boarding team was attacked.
В общем, ни
You're saying
хрена мы
there's
не
no data
знаем.
about the inside of the ship.
That's exactly what I am saying. The Marines who survived and escaped saw bodies in the halls. We must assume the worst.
No, we don't.
How long have you known Tally's family?
Since before Real was an admiral, 25 or 30 years, I'd guess. I was there when Tali was born. Her mother and I had synced up our suits so we could be in the same open-air room. I was sick for
Чё
it,
ж такие эти?
but it was worth it. I was the one who took Tali
Бесперспективные.
and put her in the bubble. She cried so hard.
Ну чё за
I
пути?
don't understand. You put your children in bubbles?
Environmental units. It's a step between relying on the mother's immune system through nursing and getting a suit of one's
Может,
own.
вместо костюма
The
надо было
bubbles let parents take their
иммунитет
children
все
out of the clean
развивать.
rooms safely. We don't wear suits until adolescence.
There's a celebration when a child gets her first suit.
Охуительный праздник.
Coming of age.
I'm not hearing much about Rail's involvement in Tally's life.
It's difficult to explain. I shouldn't.
It's all right, Anshala. No secrets between shipmates. I think I told Shepard about my father.
If you say so. Real was committed to the Quarian cause. That didn't leave
В общем, хер он положил на всех. И, скорее всего, сам и активировал Гету.
That was how he showed his love.
What kind of evidence will carry weight with the admirals?
Tali, you admitted to sending death parts to your father for his project.
Yes, but never anything that could have come back online on its own. I took every possible precaution.
Отвертку сувала к ней.
Shipment and experiments. Something that proves you were careful. Something that proves that this is all just a terrible accident that nobody could have foreseen.
There seem to be some other arguments going on among the admirals.
You caught that? Yes, the guest's presence makes this a touchy issue. The Admiralty Board is trying to determine whether to focus on colonial development or attempt to retake the home world.
You're thinking of war?
Бесперспективная раса.
I am not, Tali, but others are.
I know the migrant fleet is formidable, but even you can't take on the Geth.
We grow tired of wandering the stars, Shepard. We want our
Так верно, не тишь.
We have paid enough for our mistakes.
Чё сиськи-то мять?
I'm not giving you my opinion. I'm telling you which way the wind is blowing.
We should move on.
Good luck on the Alarai.
Так.
If any...
А ты нам что скажешь?
I'm glad Admiral Rahn got you leave to hit the Alarai. Hopefully you'll find something that clears your name.
I'm more concerned with finding my father, Admiral.
I wish you luck. Blow up some Geth on the way. And your Captain Shepard? Admiral Hangarel Vasnima. To be honest, I was afraid a human would be too meek and humble. Watching you rail away at Admiral Corris, though, Tali's in good hands.
Да, кстати.
I get the sense you're inclined to believe the defense. I'm glad one of the judges is.
If you were only giving Rail inactive equipment for weapons tests, I've got no problem. We need to test weapons against Geth material. I know you and your father. You put too much of yourselves into this fleet to do anything to jeopardize our
Ща мы с Корисом поговорим.
You're both smart enough not to make mistakes like the ones they're saying you
Ну,
made.
Тали-то умна, а вот отцом бы я не стал бы думать
Can you
так.
tell me anything about the Alarai?
Nothing good. We sent some of our best Marines into that hellhole. Damn few made it
Поэтому,
back.
блядь, и не отбили
Whatever
мир свой.
Rail was doing, it blew up in his face. The ship is crawling with Geth. Don't go in expecting survivors.
Admiral, my father, your friend, is on that ship.
I know that, Tali, but if Shala hadn't suggested you
Что это,
might
блин, за десантники? Сейчас мы придем, блин, всех там разъебем и отобьем корабль.
That's where we stand.
Can you tell me about the other admirals? Anything that might help me change their minds about Tali?
The one you didn't recognize, Tali, is Admiral Zen. She's on the fence. She takes fleet safety very seriously. On the other hand, she's always been in favor of studying the Geth. I hope she sees the benefits of Rail's research. Admiral Corris is the same whining suit wetter he always
Да,
was.
кстати, за
You
что ты его не
disagree with
любишь?
Admiral Corris's policies, I'm guessing. Or is it personal?
The man is a damn Geth apologist. Thinks we were wrong to try to destroy
Это
them centuries ago.
интересно.
He wants us to search for new colony possibilities instead of taking back the home.
Тоже правильно.
Any research on the Geth makes him angry. You don't have much of a chance with him, I'm afraid.
Can you tell me about the other admirals? Anything that might help me change their minds about Tali?
The one you didn't recognize,
Так, всё понятно.
Admiral Corris is the same whining suit wetter he always was.
You and Tali's father go back a long ways?
То они все давно знакомы.
Together on the gunship Yaska during a bad Batarian raid. We were kids, serving pre-pilgrimage as trainees. Crew of 10, and 6 were dead. Kinetic barriers were down. Rail and I were alone on the bridge, and the Batarians had drawn off a tramp freighter.
Did you save the freighter?
Our ship was under orders to hold position, but Rail looked at me and said, "We're underage. They can't charge us for breaking formation." He took the helm, I took weapons, and we brought that freighter back. The crew called us heroes.
Охренительная
Brass
история.
called us idiots. They slapped medals on our suits, then kicked us off to pilgrimage a bit earlier than usual. That's rail for you.
Так, что тут еще?
It sounds like we're dealing with more politics than just Tally bringing back equipment.
You noticed that, did you? Tally's father wasn't just running weapons tests on the Geth for fun. He was looking for something to give us an edge when we attacked the Geth in full-scale
Например,
war.
мозги.
I know father wanted to retake the homeworld someday, but are we that close?
I don't know, kid. We almost had the votes. We just need to give people hope for victory.
I hope the Quarian people find some place to live, Admiral, but it sounds like you're playing with fire.
We're too comfortable now, Shepard. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy and we just ride around
Да
doing
вообще
nothing.
галактический
We might
цыгане.
need that fleet to help fight the Reapers, Admiral.
Then we need a world to shelter our non-combatants while we do it.
Thanks for the
Давай.
information.
Hang in there, kid.
Thank you, Admiral.
Ну, Корис.
Judging by your ability to play to a crowd, human, I have done Tali a favor by stripping
А кто ты такой,
Vasnima
блядь?
from her name.
Отнял
Commander
приставку.
Shepard, this is Admiral Zalkoris Vasquibquib. Do not
Quib-quib.
ask about the name.
I take no pleasure in this, Tali, truly. But you have gravely endangered and dishonored our fleet.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Only that you should have let us destroy it.
Да ты что?
When we find the evidence of what Tali and her father did there, any hope of convincing the other admirals will die.
I did not bring active Geth to the Alarai, Admiral. I know how dangerous that would be. I only brought pieces.
The captured ship with its crew slaughtered by living beings in pain
А почему
belies
против
your
нее, а не против ее отца? Чтобы было
You have a ship
логичнее.
named Quib-Quib?
Oh, here we go.
Our people have, during difficult periods, purchased pre-owned vessels from other cultures, and have, on occasion, had difficulty altering the ship's registry information. The citizens of these foreign-named ships have borne the stigma of these names with grace and honor.
If it bothers you, maybe you should find another ship.
I've occasionally entertained the idea of requesting a transfer. Something with a nice, respectable name, like the Defrons or the Ictomy. But I am proud of the Quib-Quib. And I will not flee because of petty insults.
What exactly is your problem with my crew member, Admiral?
I respect Tali immensely. Her actions against Sarah are to be lauded. But like her father, she wants nothing but the destruction of the Geth. The people we created.
Ну, тут я с ним согласен.
The Geth drove us from our homeworld.
Of course they did. We tried
Я
to
с ним вот тут полностью согласен.
You and the other admirals appear to have some disagreements beyond
Они
Tally's
прогнали, а
trial.
могли, блядь, нахер убить.
You are correct. Tali, I apologize
Видела, какие вы
for it being
бесполезные.
brought into your proceedings. The other admirals are pushing for war. Rail Zora was researching new weapons to use against the Geth. They would see our fleet destroyed in the skies over our homeworld, rather than find a new colony and adapt.
И
Can
это я
the
могу
Quarians
понять.
coexist with the Geth after all your history?
I don't know. We all deserve to find out. They are our children, Shepard. We have all done horrible things to each other.
Не, я
but
с ним
it has to
согласен.
end for both groups. That is why I cannot sanction whatever experiments you helped enable, Talizora. I believe this message needs to be sent.
I understand, Admiral. I do not agree with you, but I understand.
Ладно, погнали.
Goodbye, Talizora. Be well.
I'm surprised to hear you say that.
I don't hate you, Tali. I just think your father's plans for war were wrong.
Так. А у вас есть вообще тут какой-нибудь лабаз? Хочу закупиться.
Shepard spoke well to the Admiral.
Doctor, those real. It's a husk, a collector minion.
No, Vitor. This is Shepard, a friend of Talizora's. Shepard rescued you from Freedom's Progress. Do you remember?
Shepard? Shepard gave me to Cerberus. Too many questions. Can't sleep, can't eat. Wrong answers.
Poor Vitor. What did Cerberus do to him?
When they returned Vitor to us, he was suffering from malnutrition, exhaustion, dehydration, and the after effects of several drugs.
Вернулись.
I was told that Cerberus would just get him stabilized and get information from him.
Too many questions. Needles for wrong answers. Can't breathe. Suit's air not working. Can't breathe.
They said he would be safe. I knew we couldn't trust them.
Excuse me. Your presence seems to be disturbing my patient.
I didn't mean to upset him. I'll leave.
Doctor, is it time for the meds yet? I need my meds.
Not yet, Vitor. Soon.
В общем...
Tali Zora, given the circumstances, are you certain that speaking to me is appropriate?
I'm looking for information about the Alarai. I don't intend to bribe you in the middle of the plaza, Admiral.
Pleasure to meet you, Commander Shepard.
Ну, я, судя по всему,
We owe you a debt of
кузнечику.
gratitude for your actions against the Geth.
Ну, давайте. Вдову теперь Тали. Не нас, а вас, вообще-то.
Your political machinations are transparent, Commander. They are also unnecessary. If you and your father were actually experimenting on active Geth subjects, then you are simply idiots. No reason to waste resources on a trial. If not, then this was a tragic accident in the pursuit of a higher cause. Again, no trial is needed to determine that.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Little. We detected several communication signatures before the Geth jammed the comm systems. Given the likely networked intelligence requirements for taking over a ship, expect between 10 and
То есть,
15
блядь, вы 50 тысяч кораблей не смогли справиться с 10-15 гетами. О каком тогда освобождении мира может идти речь?
Yes, at least on the Admiralty board,
Вам бы туда соску облизывать сначала.
Zalcorus would run away and hide on some new colony world. Shalaran is
Да
still
вообще-то могли бы
undecided.
что-нибудь сделать.
I had thought Rail to be firmly in Han's camp, but if his experiments were on active Geth, perhaps we have ideas in common.
If we don't find Rael alive on the Alarai, what do you think will happen?
The power balance will be disrupted. Han loses a vote for his foolish and self-destructive war. That would favor peace then, as Shalaran is too careful to risk her own neck. But if the Admiral replacing Rail agrees with me, things could become very exciting.
You support experiments on living creatures?
Rail should have felt no more guilt experimenting on Geth than I did while performing surgery on a childhood toy.
The fact that you performed surgery on your childhood toys explains a great deal, Admiral.
Блин, все-таки не такуси в этой галактике.
Choose locations, even defend itself when attacked, but it is just a machine. It was built for the sole purpose of serving its master, and it can be dismantled whenever its master desires.
Кто сейчас смотрит стрим, скажите, как качество.
If you're not interested in this trial, why not recuse yourself?
And let that aging warship Hangerel and the cowardly Zalcorus be the ones to chart this course. I think not. The broader purpose underlying the trial is too important. Tali Zora is only peripherally related. No offense intended.
And what is the true purpose of this trial, Admiral?
To determine whether Quarians should fear their past mistakes or reclaim their glory using our natural affinity for artificial intelligence.
So the only reason you care about this is because Rael might have learned something valuable from the Geth?
Indeed. If he has, then even in this accident we may find something worthwhile.
You want to create new AIs?
No, Tali Zora. I wish to return the Geth to the control
В общем-то, рабовладельцы эти. Были геты, вернее, эти корианцы. Хочет стать обратно в рабство и взять гету. Так. С Мираном поговорили. Ты кто?
Shepard, Tali Zora. Good to see you both. Wish you were under better circumstances.
What did they get from our readings?
Damnedest things, just like they said. No way the sun on Haystrom should have been acting that way.
So that dark energy theory is right. That's troubling.
Can't really comment on that, ma'am. I just shoot things.
What are you doing aboard the Raya? It sounds like you gave your report to the Admiralty already.
Ну да.
Well, I stayed to argue the charges against Tali Zora. I've served with her and she deserves better than what she's getting.
Thanks, Cal.
Яйки подкатываешь.
Have you had any luck talking to the Admiralty Board?
Admiral Ron asked my opinion about the Geth since I'd fought on Haestrom. She and Admiral Gerrel are hoping you'll kill a bunch of Geth to get the crowd on your side, then find evidence to clear your name. They were hesitant, but, well, you didn't have many other options, ma'am. I recommended getting you onto the Alarai.
Ну да. Вся ваша бригада спецназа не справилась с 15 гетами.
You said that your mission had something to do with dark energy.
Right. Remember the damn sun on Haestrom? Shorted out everything. Way too much radiation? The sun's getting old. Only it's not. Dark energy. It's reducing the mass of the star's interior. Techs are worried.
Do you think the Geth are responsible for what's happening to Haestrom's sun?
Keela, I hope not.
Не слишком ли они за могущественные выглядят?
Chances in war are even worse than I thought.
I don't think this is the Geth. It would take massive time and resources to affect a star like this deliberately. It's too inefficient to be a weapon, and even the Geth wouldn't destroy a useful star system. Besides, they didn't show up until we did.
I hope you're right, man. Synthetic bastards are bad enough as it is.
What does that dark energy buildup mean? Is it something we should worry about?
Sorry, Shepard, I don't know what it means. Just that it has the scientists worried.
Hopefully it's isolated, some rare phenomenon. If dark energy can destabilize solar material. Probably not something to worry about now. But resources in this galaxy are scarce enough without stars suddenly going dead.
Some days I think flying around in the fleet without a planet of our own is the right idea.
Тупая эта идея.
How have you been, Rieger? You took kind of a beating on Haestrom.
Physical damage wasn't bad. I was down for about a week with infection, though. Figure I got off easy. I don't have to face those admirals.
With your immune systems, it couldn't be easy for Quarians to fight a war. You'd lose more people to infection than injury.
We can't afford a frontline attack, that's for sure. Have to fight smart. Ideally from orbit.
We do have stockpiles of antibiotics. It's not as though everyone would die from a single shot.
No, Shepard's right. You've only seen our strike ops tally. Don't have all the fancy equipment in a frontline fight.
Еще твердит ваша армия, там, блин, помрет. Все, goodbye.
Good luck on the Alarai. Stay safe out.
Talizora and her father are up this road. This is on their heads.
Так.
The human can work a crowd, I'll admit that much.
Естественно, умею.
If anyone can retake the...
My father dead? Or trapped on the Alarai? My name stripped? How could you not tell me this, Captain?
I'm sorry, Tali. I was under orders from Admiral Ran herself. I couldn't say anything. She wanted to get you onto the Alarai. She said that the Admiralty Board needed to see your reactions. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Who decides where the migrant fleet is going?
That's a more complex question than you might think. The Conclave votes on where we're going, but the Admiralty works out how we get there safely. Avoiding areas of piracy, scheduling resupply. That's all.
Seems like you're cut out of the loop.
Raya has a representative.
Похоже на повстанца в этом «Звездных войнах».
I don't get to say in
Такой же
anything that
сброд.
happens beyond my ship's hull. If my crew doesn't like the way things are going, we're free to leave the fleet at any time. Of course, since the Raya produces about a third of the fleet's food, they try to keep us happy.
Why's the fleet here? A binary blue giant system isn't the most hospitable place in the galaxy.
Not if you're looking for a planet to land on. We've been doing a lot of deep-range travel. The bulk of the fleet is here to charge up using photovoltaic solar cells. We're running an ice mining operation at the Red Dwarf 6 light years off. They haul it here, and we melt it for water, or crack it into deuterium, hydrogen, and oxygen.
Why'd you post guards outside our ship?
Aside from the fact that your crew is Cerberus, technically it's under quarantine. Any accidental intership contact could sicken or kill our crew.
Да.
We'll talk to you later, Captain.
Так, где вот наши корабля? Стоп, а где тогда этот, как там его? Членок.
If Talizora is stuck with a human captain...
Talizora and her father are out of this road. This is on their heads.
Куда мне идти-то? А, в ту дырку. В ту щель.
I didn't expect a human to be such a good speaker.
Дайте мне магазин. Мне надо рыбок купить. Срочно рыбок. Может, у меня эти сдохли рыбки. Надо будет, кстати, посмотреть. Вообще странно, блин. Неделю рыбок не покормишь, они издыхают.
If Talizora is stuck with a human captain,
Они членака.
Oh, sorry. I mean Vast Normandy.
No offense taken. The change in name was not my choice.
Что ты настолько презираешь Нормандию? Да, что там?
Can you tell us anything about what we'll find on the Alarai?
I'm afraid I don't know much. Not many Marines made it back from the initial assault. They talked about massive waves of Geth, though. More than there should have been.
There shouldn't have been any at all.
Right. I mean that they're afraid the Geth are building or repairing more of themselves from materials on the Alarai.
Ну давай.
Let's head to the Alarai.
Of course. I'll unlock the shuttle now. Good luck with those Geth, Talizora. Kira Selai.
Ни хрена ж себе, какая у меня бандура стоит. Ну что?
Get ready to fight.
А, еще где-то есть.
Nothing can stop me.
Где там еще?
Go get him, Chatika. Good girl.
Опять бессмысленная толпа. Так, элемент питания. Это... Как там? Ракеты. А это баблишка. Четыре 200, ну давай. Ну, где она? Вот, да.
This is one of the storage units I sent to Father. Looks like parts from a disabled repair drone, plus a reflex algorithm that I didn't recognize. I got this on Haystrom.
What made a part worth sending back to your father?
It had to be in working order, something that could be analyzed and integrated into other technology. Anything new had priority. Technology the Geth had developed themselves, signs of modification, clues to their thinking.
How did you get these things to your father?
Почта России.
Sometimes I left packages at secure drops in civilized areas. Someone on pilgrimage would see that it was shipped home. For very valuable finds, I'd signal home and Father would send a small ship.
Haystrom was a war zone. How did you salvage gear in the middle of all that?
These suits have more pockets than you'd think. Quarians have learned how to salvage
общем,
whatever
пиздить всё,
we
что не
can,
перекручено.
whenever we can. Within reason. We're not Vorcha, but we repair what most people would throw away. Hundreds of the ships in our fleet were salvaged wrecks, either found dead in space or purchased for next to nothing.
Does that salvaged gear give you a clue as to what happened here?
No, I don't know. Shepard, I checked everything I sent here. I passed up great finds because they might be too dangerous, prone to uncontrolled reactivation or self-repair. I don't know which possibility is worse. That I got sloppy and sent something dangerous, or that Father actually did all this.
Так, а что тут у нас? Так. Где нужно вот.
This is valuable.
Ух ты ж. Это мне надо.
Who's running the system diagnostic? I didn't authorize. Oh, Keela. How many get their networked?
All of them. Rail Zora.
Shut it down. Shut everything down. They're in the system.
Все понятно. Эти мудаки сами их собрали и подключили. Ну. Сейчас еще раз послушай. Понятно, понятно. Сами дураки. Блин. Чего ты так раздаешь? Так. Дайте мне патроны. Вот и все. А ты боялась. Кто сейчас смотрит, напишите, как в качестве.
This console might have something. Most of the data is corrupted, but a few bits are left. They were performing experiments on Geth systems, looking for new ways to overcome Geth resistance to reprogramming.
Do you think testing weapons on the Geth was right?
It's not testing weapons on prisoners, Shepard. I only sent Father parts. Even if he assembled them, they wouldn't be.
А ты-то откуда знаешь?
You saw what Saren and Sovereign did with the Geth. Any research that gives us an advantage is important.
Did you know what kind of tests your father was running?
No, Father just told me to send back any Geth technology I could find that wasn't a direct danger to the fleet. I suspected he might be testing weapons, but I thought he was just working on new ways to bypass shields or armor.
Такая
Could I use that
наивная.
data clear your name?
Doubtful. This is mostly results data, effects of different disruptive hacking techniques. I don't understand all of it. But they may have been activating the Geth deliberately. I don't know. Nothing here says specifically, but if they were, then Father was doing something terrible. What was all this, Father? You promised you'd build me a house on the homeworld. Was this going to bring us back home?
You'll reclaim your homeworld someday, Tali. If your father can't help you, I will.
Ну да.
Taking back our planet would only be the beginning. We'd have to cannibalize our fleet to rebuild cities and
А что там, городов не осталось, что ли?
It would take generations of gene therapy to readapt our immune system so we could live without suits again. We'd be adapting our entire culture. Again. Sometimes I
нельзя ли
wonder
было?
if it's actually worth it.
If you don't take back your home, the Geth win.
Ну да.
I won't let that happen. Not today. Not ever. At the very least, we can take back one ship. Come on.
Схера ли я отступник? Блин, опять это пиздец страдания с гетами. С пистолета стрелял. Ах ты ж, сука. Тут я не пройду. Я и так могу сказать, что отец что-то нахуй версил.
First entry. Our hacking attempts failed. The Geth have an adaptive consciousness. Hack one process and the others autocorrect. Still, we're making progress. Rail Zora is convinced we'll have a viable system in less than a year. This weapon will put our people back on the homeworld, and it's all because of Rail Zora.
Father!
Упашка, что ли?
No. You always had a plan. Masked life signs or an onboard medical stasis program, maybe. You wouldn't. They're wrong. You wouldn't just die like this. You wouldn't leave me to...
Hey, come here.
Обнимашки.
Damn it. I'm sorry.
You've got nothing to be sorry about.
Maybe he would have known I'd come. Maybe he left a message. Thanks, Dad.
He knew you'd come for him. He was trying to help you. It's not perfect. It's not what you wanted. But it's the best he could do.
I don't know what's worse. Thinking he never really cared, or thinking that he did, and that this was the only way he could show it. It doesn't matter. One way or the other, I cared. And I'm here. And we're ending this.
С чего ты решила, что ему безразлично? Он все-таки был правителем. Как говорится, правители не выбирают. Ах ты ж, блин. Блинский папа. Вот так. А ты боялась.
Console is linked to the main hub Father mentioned. Disabling it shut down any gets we missed. It looks like some of the recordings remained intact. They'll tell us how this happened, what Father did.
Жопу он сделал.
Do we have enough parts to bring more online?
Yes, the new shipment from your daughter will let us add 2 more geth to the network.
We're nearing a breakthrough on systemic viral attacks. Perhaps we should inform the Admiralty Board, just to be safe.
No. We're too close. I promised to build my daughter a house on the home world. I'm not going to sit and wait while the politicians argue.
We'd have an easier time of it if Tali Zora could send back more working material.
Absolutely not. I don't want Tali exposed to any political blowback. Leave Tali out of this. Assemble a new geth with what we have.
Тупо как-то слишком.
It sounds like he was doing this for you.
I never wanted this, Shepard. Keela, I never wanted this. Everything here is his fault. I tried to pretend it didn't point
А
at
мы
him,
не
but
скажем.
when this comes up in the trial, they'll... We can't tell them. Not the admirals, not anyone.
Tali, without this evidence, you're looking at exile.
You think I don't know that? You think I want to live knowing that I can never see the fleet again? But I can't go back into that room and say that my father was the worst war criminal in our people's history. I cannot.
Rael Zora doesn't need you to worry about him anymore. You heard him say he didn't want you to be caught in the politics.
You don't understand, Shepard. They would strike his name from the manifest of every ship he ever served on. He would be worse than an exile. He'd be a traitor to our people, held up for children as a monster in a cautionary tale. I can't let all the good he did be destroyed for this, Shepard.
We're not going to decide anything here. Let's see what the Admirals say once we get back.
You're my captain in this hearing, Shepard. It's your decision.
Ладно, ладно.
Please, don't destroy what my father was. Come on. If we wait too long, they'll decide we're already dead, and none of this will matter.
Ща мы
We
будем
need to face facts. There has
всех
been
иметь.
no word. There is no reason to think Tali Zora survived.
Некоторые даже по 2 раза.
Sounds like the hearing is already underway.
Shepard was right. Springing the information about Rail on Tower.
Very well. Is the Admiralty Board prepared to render judgment?
Sorry we're late.
Tali Zora Vas Normandy saved the Alarai. I hope this proves her loyalty to the
Ну,
Quarry people.
сейчас рано мы будем шведов.
Never in doubt. Only her judgment.
Perhaps Tali Zora can offer something to encourage more trust in her judgment.
Did you find anything on the Alarai that could clarify what happened there?
Shepard, please.
Does Captain Shepard have any new evidence to submit to this hearing?
Да, действительно, пошли нахер.
Tally's achievements are the only evidence you should need. Come on, Tally, we're leaving.
What?
This is a formal proceeding.
Wrong, Admiral. This is a sham. You're trying to build sympathy for the Geth to forestall the war effort.
That is complete.
And you want all the messy experiments covered up so you can throw your fleet at the Geth.
I...
Do whatever you want with your toy ships, but leave my crew out of your political bullshit. We have no new evidence. You can accept Tally's word, or you can exile the woman who saved the Citadel from the Geth.
Are the admirals prepared to render the judgment? Tali Zora, in light of your history of service, we do not find sufficient evidence.
Вообще нахер звали.
You are cleared of all
Если ваш
charges.
спецназ не может отбить корабль с 5 угетами.
Commander Shepard, please accept these gifts in appreciation for you taking the time to represent one of our people.
It was an honor to speak for my friend, Admirals.
This hearing is concluded. Go in peace, Tali Zora Vas Normandy. Kila Salai.
Вот и все, а ты боялась. Юбочки у тебя нет, так что она не помялась.
What you said. It's been a while since anyone shouted down the Admiralty Board. I think it was good for them. Thank you for being there for my father and me. Even when... Thank you.
I wasn't gonna let Tali Zora Vas Normandy get exiled on my watch.
Thank you, Captain.
I'll take it.
Ну, давай, погнали. Так, у меня есть что-нибудь тут кого-нибудь? Да, кстати, вот это надо укрепить укрепление укрепляющее. То есть прототипа 3, а тут 2. А, то все понял. Так, кто со мной хочет поговорить?
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Yes, Commander.
Даже этих нет писем? Нету. Пожалуйста, с этой поговорю. С Джеки. А, да, я хотел же в каюте капитана рыбок покормить раз в неделю. А то опять сдохнет. Сдохли, что ли? Сука. Ладно. Надо искать реки партию рыбок.
Hey,
We need to discuss our relationship.
I said I want to think about everything. I just... You know what?
Очень понятно.
You don't have to agree so fast, you fucker.
If you need to think,
I just...
I can wait.
Все. Ладно, завтра поедем выполнять побочки. Всем спасибо. Всем до завтра. Подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте лайки, комментируйте. Приходите на стрим. Всем до свидания.